will tell. We're about to head into Mirage, and I want to see Virtus.pro do well here. I want to see them take Liquid to a third map as well, because it's already been a crazy series from both these two teams. But let's see how things break down.
Straight into the action with the pistol round, and Nitro and Twist picking up plenty of utility. Again, Liquid going very one-minded. All 5 players setting up for the A-site take, and VP looking to play the immediate A-site retake. No control there whatsoever. Just Jame in towards the mid window on a fast rotation into the jungle to try and catch somebody off guard. Can't quite find the initial shot though. And it's going to be a free A-bomb site. It's going to be a free bomb plant for Liquid as well. A 5-on-5 retake required as the pot flashes start to come in and the pressure is applied.
No kit in the hands of Virtus.pro, too, so they have to be very careful about how they go for this retake. They have to be very, very fast, and Stewie's in a good position to potentially flank around, but look at this. The big push in from CT spawn. They do have a Dren pushing from short to help up with a little bit of a crossfire, but Nitro's able to get the first already. And they're trying to come out through apartments, or trying to come back in towards the site. Sanji gets a quick little nice double. The thing is, Liquid are still fighting back. It's still equal footing, 2-on-2. Dren, he's actually just touching toes, touching noses with Stewie here. He's not able to get the kill, but eventually through the smoke, he gets it, but it doesn't matter. Twist is there. Twist gets a triple. And Liquid do take the round.
Again, it's so close, though, for Liquid, though. This isn't how they're going to be envisioning these rounds going in their mind. They're making the small mistakes, giving Sanji that quick double kill. No trade there for him immediately. And VP, they're going to take some confidence from that. They found themselves 4 frags and now picking up 4 deagles. Jame on the scout. And it's about how much damage you can get. There's going to be 3 rifles bought up by Liquid, so pretty heavy economic investment as Stewie really looks to farm himself some cash on that Mac-10.
And get that stable economy built up off the bat. They can really prevent, like you said before, Jame from getting much damage done with the scout. Would be a very strong start for Liquid indeed. That was still a very close round considering how easy Liquid was able to get in towards the site, but the moments of brilliance out of Sanji get the double. Give him that solid chance, and here we go. A little bit of a push coming in towards B. Buster, though, gets the first kill. Twist knows Sanji's going to be here. Gets him nice little frag as well, and Buster actually repositions, looking for a follow-up shot, but Twist now, that's 5 kills for him in a round and a half so far.
That was so close. The headshot nearly landed by Buster, but he can't quite find it. Jame gonna make up for lost time, finding it onto Twist, and 3-on-2 again. Make that 3-on-1. Jame, a one-man army with that scout, leaving Naf all alone. He's gonna find the tag as well. Kickup will be able to capitalize, and VP, they managed to get into that B-bomb site completely freely. Liquid just not able to hold on whatsoever. A couple of quick frags from Jame, and it's all over. The rifle's going to be scavenged by Virtus.pro, and I mean, that's exactly what you want, right? You lose the pistol round, immediate response, just put that economic pressure back on Liquid.
Well, he did say Jade needs to get some damage done with the scout, and I think we can both agree he did. The double headshots coming through, able to really give him that chance. Now he upgrades straight to the AWP here. Waiting for him to buy armor. Come on, man. Help me out here. Okay, there we go. I was actually a little bit worried if he didn't do that. We're going to see Liquid go on the full save, though, with just the Glocks. We're going to have actually 1 deagle picked up for Twist. But that's got to hurt. That's going to be a real like punch in the gut here for Liquid to have such an easy entry in towards the B site, albeit Buster did get 1 kill. But then just to have those scout shots come through to completely demolish them and lose that control.
It's just mistakes, again, from Liquid, taking 1v1s against a scout, giving him the headshot angle. He's going to hit those shots. Jame is going to punish you, and Liquid, they've learnt that one the hard way. Sanji playing with fire here. The new ledge on there makes it very simple if Twist wants to try and connect. Not quite able to do so, however, and not able to add to his tally. Currently 5-1, but with just the pistols on this occasion, it should be a relatively easy cleanup. Buster going to get some early damage, although Stewie with the Glock at range will be able to find an opening for Liquid. The trade's starting to come through, however, and the damage is being done. Naf on 2 HP, Stewie on 28, and Nitro on 18. VP, they just need to keep this one clean. Just clean things up. Make sure you don't give away a bomb plant. Don't give that extra cash to Liquid coming into round number 4.
I mean, Dren's low. He's going to be the one playing the B site with the quick rotate out of Sanji, but he only has the SMG from long range. Kicker as well coming back in towards CT spawn. There definitely is a world where they could get this bomb down as well and get a lot of extra stability within their economy here. And Twist, in the meantime, trying to push up towards short, so he's going to actually have some pressure onto Sanji, who's going to actually expect him to take him off. They get him towards the bomb site, but the problem is the bomb has been dropped, and now it's just all on Naf with 2 health. And Virtus.pro will clean up the second round for them with just 1 death.
Sanji tapping away with the MP9 at range, really starting to build himself up a bit of a highest bank account on the Virtus.pro side of things at this point. And Liquid, they will finally be able to get their buy, and they're going to be looking to put some demons to bed here, I imagine, trying to get through this round cleanly if they can. Krieg's picked up by Stewie and Naf to take the ranged engagement. Nitro again having to drop down onto that Galil. There just isn't enough cash in the bank to get the AK-47 he would have been hoping for. So it's all about what Liquid can do here. James still has the AWP, so a marginal firepower advantage for the CT side as Liquid, with fast control of mid, look to put that pressure back on.
Yeah, he's playing from connectors, so he's not going to be too effective here unless they do decide to push up with some good control out of Liquid in towards window. It's going to be Buster there, boosted up. James actually going to rotate back towards the B site. So Liquid taking the time. They still have the bomb back down towards T-spawn. Again, kind of playing the similar style to what we did see on Vertigo of just kind of play slow. Don't let Virtus.pro get an early pick. Punish them if they do try to go for it. And then use that man advantage to your own devices if you can.
Oh, so close. Nitro playing with fire, but he manages to get away with it on this occasion. Buster, though, with a quick double, is able to find Twist and Stewie pouncing with the perfect timing from window. And that's exactly the opening Virtus.pro would have wanted on Liquid's first rifle buy. 2 quick frags coming in, and you can see they're absolutely hamstrung at this point, trying to work out where to go. Elige at least able to finally take Buster down, but the man advantage still there for Virtus.pro. And they've got absolutely everything they could wish for. An aggressive play into the apartments from Sanji as Naf looks to bring the bomb that way. And can Liquid crack open what has been a fantastic defense from VP so far? Sanji, aggressive, looking for the fight, is going to spot out Naf, and he may have spotted the bomb as well, but his support's starting to go down. James, with a huge job to do, finds the first as the pressure starts to pour on. Nitro still trying to get aggressive. Naf manages to win the fight, and Nitro in a perfect position to cut this one out, but the cross is still going to come through. James will find it. Immediate trade. 1v1 Kicker with a recovered Galil trying to make his way onto the B bomb site as Nitro knows he's got to get that bomb back. Time not on his side. 7 seconds left on the clock, and Kicker is playing this to perfection. He will find round number 3 for VP. It's so close, but it's played brilliantly by the CT side.
It was well done by them to close it out, as well as James hitting some crucial shots. But Buster, yeah, think about from window, as you mentioned, pouncing at the perfect time to take 2 kills and to get away. Virtus.pro, they take a lot of economical damage, however, but they still have the money to buy it back into this. And Liquid just on the pistols as well. Sort of struggle on this T side, but obviously we're in early days here on map number 2. Don't want to count them out at all just yet. And I do like the way Liquid have been playing, though, like the slow, calm kind of style. Looking for Virtus.pro to get aggressive and to punish it, but it didn't really seem to work out for them there because you saw Buster, like, to be able to drop down, get 2 kills like that, you have to be so happy to have him on your team as Virtus.pro to get up the early 3-1 advantage.
Liquid just investing into whatever pistols they can afford at this point.
Elige just pushed the smoke.
Oh no. Oh no. Elige, don't do this to me.
Where does he want to wrap, though? He could wrap CT, he could wrap kitchen.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
That's such a nice read from Kicker as well, just there to bail his teammates out. James grabs himself a second. He's going to deal with Naf nice and easily. Nitro's there for his next, and James just farming himself some eco frags. Twist at least able to get 1 at the very death of things, but that's not going to take the AWP away from VP, and opportunity squandered perhaps by Liquid. You did wonder if Elige just starts to keep sneaking into that A-bomb site, how many players are going to be looking completely the wrong way?
That's the unfortunate part. Like, even when we're watching it, it's just like the timing of that, of Kiefer just having the information or the presence of mind to be like, all right, well, window's open. They can easily get in there now, but he actually pushed through jungle, funny enough, so it's not even like he got boosted into window to get there. Let's see now, Liquid back on the buy-up, no op in the hands of them. Really clean round that Virtus.pro did need. Again, boosting Buster back up here to get towards short. Sanji by himself over towards the B site for now. I haven't really seen much presence out of Liquid towards A, however, just in the pistol round where they did get the bomb down.
Nitro gonna eat himself a nade up towards Delpan, and still a 5-on-5 in the opening engagements, but VP definitely getting the better of them and really starting to build into this game now. You can see that confidence, that belief that they can take down a team like Liquid, as Adren at least able to find an opening. Elige immediately there to trade him out, but a 4-on-4, Buster in that position in the window. He's done so much damage for there, and he's looking for more as Liquid now start to think about this A-site hit with Elige. Aggressive in connector. Palace and Ramp, a 3-pronged attack on towards this A bomb site, and the Kicker, the only player really in a position to stop it if the smokes come through. And the push starts to make its way. Kick it with a Molotov in hand as Naf takes some early damage, and that's actually going to just draw his attention away from a split second, and that will allow Liquid out. They are going to get onto this bomb site, but can they find the frags to match? Buster taken down by Elige. Nitro gets a quick second onto Kicker, and Jame, desperate to do something about the plant, will find Twist, but not the planter. 3-on-2 with Naf and Nitro both tagged up heavily. The after plant coming through. Elige gets another onto Sanji, and it is all onto Jame. A 3v1 required for the Opera as he tries to make his way in towards the murder hole.
Yeah, you know he's going to save this one. At least try to. Elige just waiting perfectly for it. And he's able to get the kill as well. Team Liquid well done by them. Consider they had no smoke to block off Jame as well towards jungle. They had really no utility except like a Molotov and a couple flashbangs. Just some individual performances of hitting shots, able to crack open the A site and able to take a round for themselves. And now we look at Virtus.pro. The money, it's just really not there. However, for Jame, he's feeling it. Invest straight into the op.
I mean, why not, right?
I mean, it's Jame, yeah. Like, if anyone can do it for your team, it's going to be him.
And if anyone can save it afterwards, it's him as well. So he's going to pick up the AWP, give it a crack.
A man of many talents.
A P250 for Kicker to work with. It's not the buy Virtus.pro would have been hoping to have, and it's going to allow Liquid to get aggressive early on. Stewie picking up the AWPing duties as he plays around the edge of that smoke, trying to get whatever information he can for his team. And Buster with the timing rips the head off of Elige to open things up, and this is where that AWP becomes a surprise factor. Jame not quite able to hit the shot though, so still a 4-on-4. It's 4-on-5, excuse me. That was a lovely headshot from Buster as well to make life difficult as the A execute looks to come in. Liquid got to recover the bomb from all the way back in spawn before this hit can really materialize.
And you just saw the investment over towards the B side and middle of resources out of Virtus.pro. I mean, they had to rotate 3 players back in towards C2 spawn because the A site was completely left open. Kicker's immediately going to see that, well, Liquid haven't been able to get out towards Tetris. Dren's not able to connect the shot onto Twist, and neither is Jame with AWP. And it looks like Liquid's going to have a relatively clean round, only losing Elige so far. Looking to clean up at least Buster when they know exactly where he's going to be. He's going to be the last player alive here as well. And that should be Liquid now, getting up to 3. Even with Buster's amazing dig, he was able to get in towards window. It wasn't enough to give Virtus.pro the chance. And Liquid now get one step closer to tying it up at 4 apiece.
That's unfortunate. It felt like if Jame could have just connected with one shot there, just got something going for his team, then the pistols could have swarmed and things could have very rapidly snowballed out of control for Liquid. But instead, they managed to clean things up smoothly, and the buy will come in. Although Jame on $100, not sure what's going to come out there. He's been dropped an AWP. He keeps getting them, and we'll have to see if he can make the most of them. Sanji dropping down to the CZ as the boost comes in, and Nitro going to be taken down by Jame. He read that beautifully, wasn't looking for the aggressive peak, just holding for the angle, and he'll find his team the man advantage once again.
Well, look at going back to the middle control. Buster's going to be tucked away in towards short now. It's actually going to look to swing around the corner, it seems. We expect Buster to be there, and it seems like he's not. He's actually able to get himself a double, and Buster has just really been a rock for his team, I want to say, when it's come to the CT side of Mirage so far. Only 6 kills, but he's had massive impact kills. And a couple of doubles now for him. They got the bomb down, and they have a lot of good control here in this round.
They've got everything they could want as well. The Dren going to wander into the crosshairs of Twist and give at least something back to Liquid. The movement good as well, but Buster still aggressive and waiting. Will find the frag onto Twist, leaving just Elige. Nothing he can do. Sanji winning the duel at range with a CZ. And VP, that's a response and a half after the disappointment, I'm going to say, of the previous round. They managed to find their feet again. They find their 5th, and the pressure's really on for Liquid now.
It just seems to be like there's these individual performances out of Virtus.pro. Like Buster gets himself a double, Jame gets a triple to really like net them these rounds for some stability as well. Their economy's not looking too good, but neither is Liquid's as they're forcing back into this round. But if they can keep this grind going, if they can keep wearing Liquid down, if they can continue just get round, even if they're just trading back and forth, not gonna be looking too bad going into this T side. That's on the MAC-10, and Elige is looking to push up through the smoke, but again, Buster, this is his position, this is his area. He doesn't want to let anyone have it.
He's been a rock, as you said, for VP, and he's looking to continue that form. The buy, not the greatest for Liquid. They've got Naf taking the sacrifice to pick up a little bit of extra utility, to pick up an extra something, but it's just a question of can Liquid find their way into a bomb site. The defense has been so good for VP, and even with Kicker being stuck on that FAMAS, they can probably make it work here. The Molotov in the hands of Kickert to stop the fast play coming out of the A ramp as again, Liquid going back to Route 1. The split play towards the A bomb site looking to come in. Sanji could be crucial here if he looks to get the backstab, but Stewie thinking about going straight through that smoke. Gonna catch the timing, and Adren is gonna have a huge job to do here from under dark as the push starts to come in. Stewie looking the wrong way, immediately found, and Elige at least able to get the trade. The Molotov of Naf will be the one to credit the frag, and Kickert somehow all alone on this bomb site as players are being spotted out left, right, and center. The Molotov's gonna force him to rethink that aggressive peak as Nitro looks to get the bomb down. Sanji at least able to get one back onto Elige, but the frag's still coming through. And Sanji and James have got to make the rotation. They're thinking about pushing through the connector smoke, but punished by Nitro. And once again, James with the 1v3 misses the first shot onto Nitro with his knife out. And now he's got to think about saving that AWP again. He's got to give Liquid round number 4. And Liquid, they just seem to pull rounds out of impossible situations.
Honestly, I thought the push out of Elige and Stewie was like super cheeky. Like both going through the smoke in different directions and appearing out of the smoke at the same time. So they having a chance to like at least get the return frag, right? But unfortunately, not expecting Adren to be in towards dark, or at least the kill out of Naf coming in a little bit too late there. They both did fall, but still, I actually really like that play out of them. And like you said, pulling something out of nothing. Liquid do get their 4th round. 4-5 currently in favor though. Still a Virtus.pro, and again, the money, it's not really there out of VP. It's so on the wire for both these two teams. Just like one round can make or break them in terms of economy. You can see Liquid still, I mean, what, 3,200 for Naf, and he's the healthiest one on the team so far. For Virtus.pro, at least saving the op. If James can go back to his true form here, we could see them turn this round around. But even then, their money's still going to be hurting.
The back and forth of the early engagements always puts you in the situation where the economy's not established for either team. Nobody's got the cash they were hoping to have at this point in proceedings as Jane playing around that Molotov, missing the initial shot, an opportunity squandered perhaps as he's going to have to back off into the mid window. And again, a Vanguard reusing the pistol strat at this point, looking to hold, I've done it again, boys, looking to hold passively for the retake into the A bomb site as the push comes through. And James, he's going to wander straight through the smoke, hoping for a timing, but he's not going to find it. Stewie takes him down, and that's the A bomb site overwhelmed. The one AWP, nothing it can do, and with just pistols remaining at this point, it's a damage limitation exercise for Liquid.
Yeah, they had the gamble towards the B site for Virtus.pro, and that didn't seem to work out. Elige not pushing up. He's got to be a little bit careful. If somebody can recover one of these Kriegs, that'd be definitely nice to go into the next round. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you feel necessarily about Jane pushing that smoke, looking for an early kill. It would have been nice to get one, but I would imagine in that world, you're going to be in a one-and-done position once you push through that smoke.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been better for him to hold passively, especially because that AWP is now completely unrecoverable, right? It's lost almost bang in the middle of the A-bomb site. There's no way someone's going to be able to sneak in and steal that one away. If he's holding a passive CT angle and he gets taken down, maybe someone can nip in, grab the AWP, there's a save available, and you've got that extra firepower coming into the next round.
Yeah.
Instead, they lose it. Kickert, the only player left alive, he at least saves himself some armor and a smoke, but Liquid are going to draw level. And again, you look at that economy, right? James has had to buy the AWP and armor, no head armor, and he's got absolutely no utility.
I've never seen someone buy an op so quick when the round started. He just knew exactly what he wanted, and he wanted it now. So back into the op, no glass cannon this time as he does have the Kevlar, but 9 kills. I mean, he's technically leading his team in kills, but I think 3 of those came when they're up against an eco out of Liquid. And he was long range from like toll booth into connectors. So only, I guess, 6 if you look at the grand scheme of things and how that's worked out for him. Hasn't been as effective as I would like. And again, maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh on him, but I mean, it's James. We know what he can do. We know how good he can be as a player. Let's see now. Liquid looking for that stability as they do have a good amount of money here, only losing, I think, only 1 player in the last round, if even that.
I like this aggression again from VP, just looking to take map control away from Liquid, and it's worked out quite well initially. The bomb has looped all the way back around towards the B bomb site. The problem is they've committed 2 players to that aggressive hold, right? So they've got limited information. Elige is going to catch Adren through the edge of the smoke, and next into the crosshairs is Buster. That's a quick double kill, and now those rotations really start to become an issue. Sanji all alone on this B bomb site. The flash is good. He's not going to find anything at all. Elige takes him out. 3 for Elige in the round, and the save has to be immediately called, right? Kickert and James, they were aggressive towards the A ramp. There's no way they're going to be rotating in time to help.
Well, they at least saved the op and the M4 into the next round. But to be honest, like thinking about how it's worked out for them so far, it just hasn't. Like even if they just have the solo op save, like it hasn't really netted them any real impact into these rounds. The M4 as well on top of it. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to be too effective. I mean, I do like how like they've gone for some gambles, you know, they've stacked the B site with the pistols and let James, you know, go somewhere else to look for some picks. But right now, Liquid just seem to have them read. It kind of reminds me of Vertigo. Like Virtus.pro started off really strong. And then Liquid kind of adapted their style when it came to the T side and figured things out a little bit differently. Same here, Virtus.pro had a strong start, but Liquid seemed to have read into it well and just adapted the strategies they need to use here to start picking up rounds and pick up the lead.
Yeah, it really feels like Liquid are starting to get VP's number at this point. Of course, Liquid took the pistol. They lost the anti-force buy after that. Lost a few in a row, but now they're really starting to get the consistency going. Yep. They've got 5 for 1 in terms of rounds at this point. And VP, they are going to call the timeout. They are going to try and work out what's going wrong and perhaps how they can fix it. But there you go, a Legion Twist leading the way. The only players on double digits in the server at the moment, and they are just tearing VP apart.
I mean, Stewie only on 3 kills, but to be honest, he hasn't really needed or been in positions to pick up these frags. There's just been Elise charging up short, getting a 3K. Twist as well, able to do some serious work. And right now, Virtus.pro, they need to have some sort of answer. And we've seen Liquid, like their default is just, let's just work around middle. And at first, it wasn't working too well because of, you know, Buster peeking in from window and stuff like that. We got a couple of double kills, one from short. But it's just not happened ever since then. Liquid have been a little bit more prepared for it every single time. And honestly, I mean, maybe not in this round, but I still would love to see, and I always say this every time I cast Mirage, a little bit, you know, mid-presence out of the CT side. Maybe go for a little aggressive push there. Then if you get kills or not, you fall back from there and just keep like a man advantage if possible. But either way, going into round number 12, we do have the M4 and op safe from the round prior. Virtus.pro looking to be effective with it. They're leaving James to his own devices over towards A ramp.
Just let him get aggressive, let him play his own game, and he's getting the information for his team at the very least. If he's not finding the frags, he's getting that call. There's nobody towards the A-ramp, so some information gathered as Buster thinks about getting aggressive in towards the window. Oh. That nade is huge. Buster and Sanji taking a ton of damage each, and you wanted to see the CT side contest mid. They've got plenty of presence here to do so, but Stewie, the smoke criminal, straight through it, able to find the opening, and the Molotov will burn Sanji down. Adren at least able to get one in response, but that's all the information Liquid needed. They're going fast towards that B bomb site, which is completely open, and they're going fast towards round number 7.
The second they see Buster and Sanji both dead, it's like, all right, well, B's open unless James just going to be holding that angle as well. But it looks like James will be saving the op yet again to the next round. We do have Stewie looking to flank it from behind. If he could take this M4 away, maybe the SG out of Adren would be nice, but Kikurt's got his number. At least making it a little bit expensive for Liquid, but honestly, with the amount of money they have, they can afford to buy up all they want into this next rounds.
Yeah, the timing for Stewie on that drop was awkward there. He just couldn't quite get the accuracy back in time to take down Kickert, but it's a 3-man save for both sides, right? The Krieg's been picked up by Adren. That's a great pickup for the CT side. Liquid will be happy to have a 7th round on the T side of Mirage. Ooh, don't put unnecessary pressure on Adren. He's been struggling, bless him. Twist is trying to go up on the boxes to take him. And he is going to find the frag as well. Adren, you can't do that. There were so many angles he could have escaped into, and he just it's taken down at the very end of things in towards mid. And
he's taking a nap on the bench.
Don't take a nap on the bench. They're going to go for the double AWP setup. And honestly, I think if they had the Krieg, they wouldn't need to invest into the second AWP, right? You've got that scoped option there and available. Instead, they're going to have to pick up the AWP because, let's face it, the AUG's not viable anymore. So Buster, he's going to pick up secondary AWPing duties. James, of course, picking up his AWP and sacrificing pretty much everything. Just the one flashbang to pick up behind that. And again, Liquid looking to go quickly in these initial takes towards middle, trying to put that pressure on and forcing James back in towards B.
I mean, you're seeing, though, like the smoke and utility usage out of Liquid's really preventing James from being effective, at least in towards middle, using the smoke to jump out with. He's not really been able to get a lot of entry kills. I think he's still on 9, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's been quite a few rounds since he's been able to pick up a frag. And again, it's kind of hard to, it kind of sucks to be so like harsh on him and to point him out so often, but like, he needs to be that player for his team to get this fire going, to get them started. Having the op in so many rounds, it's such a big investment of money and a big investment of like your positions that you need to be effective with it. And now we're seeing Liquid head back towards this B site where there's only one person waiting. It's going to be Buster. He does have the AWP, but Adren's now fallen in towards window, and Liquid have the man advantage yet again.
And they could put the pressure on with utility as well. Buster missing the shot, trying to fall back into the site, using the Molotov to prevent the quick drop, but he misses a second, and that's game over. Nitro going to take advantage and take the bomb site. Naf burning in his own Molotov, goes down to 11 HP, but Liquid will not care. That's a free bomb site. That's another save called by VP. And it feels like Liquid have just turned the dial up a notch here. They are really starting to exert that pressure on a VP side who just look like they're starting to fall apart a little.
Yeah. I mean, again, when your big performers like Buster isn't able to get anything going for him as well, he was so successful in the rounds they were able to get. Can you go back to the drawing board? And again, I want to see like what's the switch up going to be? Like Liquid, it's just middle almost every single round. We've seen Virtus.pro be confident to get aggressive towards ramp with 2 players to go for that early hold, even with the lack of information they're able to get from it. They've gone for stacks in towards middle, but whatever they've been doing, it's just not working. Liquid have been able to have their number on every single turn.
And a 5-man save for Liquid is really going to build up their cash as well when Virtus.pro are starting to struggle. The double AWP investment is always incredibly expensive. They will be able to buy into this one, but if it goes wrong, their last round of the half is not going to look pretty whatsoever. Liquid, with everything they could ever want for Christmas, full buy across the board as they look to really put the pressure on. They'll be happy with double digits, I would say, as they go into the halftime, because they have really just gone from strength to strength.
I almost want to see Virtus.pro maybe get aggressive towards B. You know, go towards apartments, push up aggressive with like 2 players, and then use that as like an underground rotation, or maybe flank around behind them in towards middle. Because when Liquid seem to go towards mid as their default, they don't really watch their backs. I don't know. I mean, again, I have the opportunity of seeing the minimap the entire time, so it's hard to say that if you're Virtus.pro to make that call mid-game.
Yeah, it definitely something has to change, right? The CT hold as it stands is not working. They're getting pulled apart and it's just looking too easy for Liquid. So something has to be adjusted and it's going to be a heavy hold towards the A bomb site. Liquid posturing very heavily towards that site as well. So potentially this is what Virtus.pro need. Plenty of presence to repel this hit, plenty of utility to drop onto Liquid as well as they look to come in, and the smokes will go over the top. Liquid, they only have one mind and it is the A bomb site. Smoke goes in under dark and that's going to give Adren some room to maneuver. Stewie and Nitro eat the early HE as the push starts to come through. Double Molotovs as well. Liquid using every bit of utility they've got, but Jane with a quick flick finds the first. Adren with a second onto Stewie, and this push has not worked out whatsoever. Jane free to relocate deep into CT. Sanji finds another onto a Legion. For Twist and Naf, it's just damage at this point. How many rifles can you take away?
Well, a good stack comes in for Virtus.pro, and JM able to hit some shots to open things up with, and they've shut Liquid completely in their tracks. With 2 players left alive, I'm not sure what they really can do here except maybe take away a couple of guns of Virtus.pro. And there we go, VP with the cleanest round they've had in such a long time. All 5 players surviving, and now going to the last round of the half.
They really needed that as well, VP. They needed something just to give them a kickstart in this second map, and they found it in that round, perfectly clean. Of course, Liquid, with the cash behind them, will be investing fully into this round and buying absolutely everything they can. But it's interesting, a Legion Twist, they're fragging out. The rest of Liquid side of things starting to struggle a little bit, not really hitting the kind of numbers we expect from the likes of Naf, Stewie, and Nitro. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get into it on the CT side.
Again, Jane looking aggressive to look for a pick here. I mean, that's technically what's been working for Virtus.pro, bar that last round, is just aggression. But Liquid have done such a good job of adapting and playing even more passive to kind of counter that style. I think Virtus.pro could desperately need this round here. Just momentum-wise going into the next half. And again, Buster has just not been as effective ever since Elige has been prepared for him for a majority of the time.
That's a shot and a half from Elige as well. James still trying to lurk in towards the window, hoping that perhaps he can catch a timing, but the scope will give his position away. Stewie aware of it. Adren at least able to get one back. That recovered. Krieg able to take down Twist, and he's one of the high-flying fraggers for Liquid at the moment, so they're starting to struggle somewhat. They've got that mid control to work with. They've got players towards the ramp and Palace, but again, Virtus.pro, they've got so much map control and they've gone aggressive towards B as well. Finally, they've done what you suggested, and Sanji is going to get so much information here, but is it going to be quick enough? Stewie's been able to take down James as the push looks to come in. Kickert trades 1-for-1, and that's buying time. The flank actually going to go all the way back through T-spawn now, and as Sanji starts to creep his way around, Nitro needs to get out of the way now. Elige finds the first, Naf finds the second, and that will allow the bomb to go towards the site. Sanji just not quite quick enough for VP, and now he needs the 3v1 as Nitro gets the bomb down, looking completely the wrong way. There's the first, but he's got to clear out Naf and Elige, and they have got the perfect crossfire. Sanji, his position known, everything known about him. He's got 2 flashes and a smoke. Smoke goes onto the bomb. He's trying to clear every possible angle, but he can't do it. Elige will find round number 9 for Liquid as they head on to the CT side of things and look to shut VP out.
Well, we'll find out how that one's going to break down in the second half after a short what, Wolfie?
Right.
It's too hard, it don't come easy. I went dark, I lost it right away. And when it starts, God knows what I'll say. In my head, I had good reason. I went red so unexpectedly. I should have said that sometimes happens to me. It was a moment of darkness, a moment in time that I regret for being so heartless. It was a moment of darkness.
Your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together and staying off track forever. Child of the nation, will seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Rebirth's a tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, go back, you're back now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight
Welcome back, everyone, to the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2020 Masters Championship Day 2 here on the B stream. It's currently map 2 between Team Liquid and Virtus.pro, and Team Liquid did have the 9-6, as you can see on our screen, first half lead when they started on the T side. Now swapping over to the CT side, you can see the breakdown here currently of kills across the board for both these two teams, and Elise and Twist, I mean, they're just kind of carrying over from the first map, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not letting up the pace, to say the least, and Virtus.pro haven't quite found somebody to match them yet. It's a question of, can they find that extra gear on their T side, or are they going to go quietly into the night as we wait for the second half to get underway? Liquid in a fantastic position, and a far better one than they found themselves in on Vertigo.
Yeah, 100%, and I think we're seeing like the confidence out of them. And again, I mean, if you were joining us before, talking about just the reads and the way Virtus.pro are playing, not giving those early picks, not giving the opportunity to get an early man advantage like we saw on Vertigo, round in and round out. But now on the CT side, I'm really curious to see how they're going to be able to lock some things down. More importantly, how Virtus.pro is looking to penetrate these sites and looking to get the early frags on the T side.
Yeah, they've picked up a lot of utility, 2 smokes, 4 flashbangs, so they've got the opportunity for an execute, and it looks like it's a fast B execute coming in. Actually, Liquid committing 3 players to this B-sided hold initially, looking to go for the retake down towards A. That's an understandable call, and as the smokes come over the top, Nitro will fall off, and now the fast push starts to come in. The crossfire's established, the smoke's out, and that's actually going to force Elise clean out of this site. Nitro all alone in no man's land, up close and personal, can't quite find the shot. Adren takes him out, and that's a free bomb plant. 5 on 4 now, and Naf not getting any information in his opening peek.
Well, they do have the kit, though, to play for the retake. They do have a smoke as well, and 2 decoys maybe to use as a fake flash. Stu with the smoke dissipating is going to spot out Sanji, and that's an easy kill for him to equalize things, but he gets gooshed up. Buster's able to take him down, but the rest of his teammates are going to come in strong and get 2 kills, but James still alive with Keykurt. Oh, well, it's just Keykurt now, as James gets completely blown away. And Twist again with Kit, with a smoke, with the information where Keykurt's going to be. Oh, tries going for the knife.
Both players with knives out. Oh man, it's gonna be Kiko who gets the knife and gets the pistol round for Virtus.pro inside the smoke. Oh, it was so close, but Twist not quite able to pull himself off the clutch, and that's going to give Kicker tons of cash as well. Full banker utility, Krieg comes out immediately, and that's exactly the start Virtus.pro would have wanted.
I imagine in the comms, James like, oh great, you got a knife, you can buy me an op. That's how I was imagining the comms being for them as he goes straight for the SG's like, sorry man, I already bought the Krieg, I can't drop you. Either way, yeah, well done by them to actually clutch someone out too. Elige though with the scout looking to repeat what James was able to do with the scout in the second round of the first half here in Mirage. Not being gifted the same kind of opportunity, unfortunately. But that's, again, them able to take the pistol round more importantly for Virtus.pro and able to hopefully have a strong start here into the second half.
Yeah, you can never write Liquid off, however, especially when you've got Deagles in the hands of Nath, Stewie, and Twist. That is a firepower trio you do not want to be messing with. Virtus.pro going to go for the A execute here, throw all of their utility over the top, but there is 3 players here to try and stop it for Liquid, including Elige on that scout. If he can find even a couple of tags that these pistols can take advantage of, this round could change complexion very quickly as VP setting up for the full execute.
With 3 players here in Elige to offer the scout support. This still isn't going to be an easy take here for Virtus.pro. There we go, smoke's being thrown in. Elige losing sight. Stewie gets the first one. James going to be extra squishy as well here for Stewie. Twist is going to be low on 8 HP, and Stewie's just looking for the follow-up shot, but unfortunately can't pull it off, and Twist just needs to land a bullet here, but unfortunately gets nothing out of that one. But still, there's 3 players low HP. Naf still has a scout. It's 100% doable for them here.
It's doable if Naf can turn that scout into an AWP. Everybody low on HP for Virtus.pro, so one shot will kill every single player for that scout, and they look like they're going to commit still. They haven't got enough time to rotate all the way around, so perhaps an opportunity here as the bomb looks to make its transfer. Naf can't hit the shot on the Deagle. Quickcut takes him out, and it's all on Nitro with the CZ. He's got to find so many frags. He can't find any at all. VP recover beautifully, and loads of small mistakes from Liquid just add up to losing that round.
And look how low they were. I mean, that was an easy opportunity. Not easy, but that was an opportunity for Liquid to win it. But more importantly, Virtus.pro with that many players low on HP, they still keep 4 alive.
I mean, if Twist just hits that Deagle shot straight up, there's no frag from Palace, and then there's more players on the site, then that round goes completely differently, and it's just unfortunate that he can't quite land the shot he was looking for, and he can't quite find his team that little sort of advantage to spur them into the victory, and now they're going to be in a very awkward position. 3 P250s, 1 flashbang for Stewie as they go aggressive down towards the A ramp. No information gathered, and Nitro already down to 22 HP. The flash is good, though, as he finds the 1-for-1 trade, and the Dren starts to farm himself some cash on that Mac 10.
Not too bad of a round, actually. Twist gets himself another. That's 2 in the round for him. And it's quickly turned into a 2-on-2. James on HP on 12, and he's going to fall. And just like that, Liquid, they do my plan. They push middle. That's what I want to see the entire time in the first half. And they have the man advantage. They're going to have weaponry as well, but Kicker has the bomb. He's going to have the after plant situation. And Liquid's going to need to find a very early kill here to have a chance to still save this round.
This is where the aim punch becomes significant as well. No armor on either Naf nor Twist. So all Kicker has to do is get a bullet into him, and their aim goes all over the place. He's not going to manage it, though. Twist straight up on the swing, removes his head. And Liquid, that is not a round they deserve to be winning. They can't win with a scout and 4 pistols, but with 2 P250s, well, why not?
Yeah, and you mentioned aim punch. I mean, it's only a thing if they can hit the first shot, you know? He comes around the corner, he hits him right in the dome, and he's like, all right, well, aim punch is never going to matter for me. He comes out with 100 HP, the 4K, and the SG on top of that. Well done here for Team Liquid to take that round. And Virtus.pro getting caught completely off guard in the money. I mean, it's still technically there. They still can invest into this and be doing just that. But I worry if they lose this round, there's potentially another after that, and that's potentially Liquid getting to 12.
James dropped the AWP immediately for VP, and it's going to be Stewie picking it up on the Team Liquid side of things. And it really feels like Liquid just have another gear that they're sort of periodically reaching, right? They bring out the P250s and 3 USPs. Yeah. Everything is a headshot. The round almost looks too easy for Liquid. And then when they're on the full rifles, Twist misses a couple of shots. It all falls apart at the seams. So Liquid looking to perhaps find a little bit more consistency here in round number 19, as they're happy to give mid control up again. Virtus.pro getting it relatively freely through Jame and the AWP. So Liquid looking like they've got some kind of a plan in mind as Stewie now starts to think about retaking mid.
Still going to be tough to do with James there already. Has Liege with a little bit of support, and it seems like Virtus.pro want to do something a little bit similar to the way Liquid were playing, kind of go for the early mid control and play off of that. Though you can see the hesitation, I think, out of Virtus.pro to push further along.
Don't want to wander into a crosshair, do you? Elige with connector control. Naf holding for the short push as well. There's so many angles covered by Liquid, and Virtus.pro with a minute left on the clock really have no map control to show for their utility. They've got a passive player towards top of middle. They've got one player exploring the ramp in the form of Kicker and one over towards B in Sanji, but he's taken out by Stewie2K, aggressive with the AWP, trusting himself to hit that initial shot. And that's going to force VP into a one-man push towards this A bomb site. It's going to be Kicker trying to make his way out of the ramp to form the second prong of the attack. But the Molotov is going to buy some time. Adren straight through it, but the last ticks bring him down to 28 HP. He's absolutely stuck in connector as well. The crossfires are good for Liquid, and it's all about can VP get through them.
But as Twist noticed it, actually pushing it towards ramp, the flashbang comes through to James, and it's perfect, but now he's going to be able to pick up the reins and only able to get one. And Twist is still alive. He gets himself a quick triple, carrying over from the round prior. And Liquid will get themselves up to 11 now. And look at the money for Virtus.pro. It's just not going to be there here for them.
Again, it looked like they needed a little more utility, right? A couple of extra smokes, players watching all the correct angles, because they gave so many frags to Twist up on top of Ticket Booth there. You cannot be giving him that many opportunities because he is going to tap your heads eventually. Yes, he missed with the Deagle a few rounds ago, but he's not going to make the same mistakes again and again. And as VP's economy is absolutely busted, they're going to be down onto 2 P250s and hoping perhaps that they can recreate some of Liquid's antics, but it's not going to happen. Elige with a quick double, Stewie with one more, and the bomb's lost towards top of mid as Stewie finds his second.
That was a very sick transfer out of Elige, I'll give him that. And the final nail in the coffin is in the form of a grenade. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Gets the kill, 12-8. And now Virtus.pro are able to force back into this one, but I mean, bar the pistol round, things haven't looked too confident for them. I mean, they got a little bit lucky, as you mentioned before, with like Twist missing the Deagle shots as they entered on towards A. But I want to see a little bit more out of them. I want to see a little bit more control. And I mean, now Liquid are kind of doing something similar to what Virtus.pro did on Vertigo. Like, they're pushing, like you saw Stewie get aggressive towards B apartments. He gets a kill, backs away, keeps a man advantage. Virtus.pro need to play a little bit more aware of potentially pushes coming through. And that nade, ooh.
Stewie with the pick as well. Jane was run boosted towards top mid, and he's picked him out of the sky to find the opening. He's looking for more. The flashbang not actually coming through, so he's going to be in trouble. Still able to find a second before he's taken out by Buster, and Naf is there to bail him out when he is. So a 4-on-2, near enough immediately for Team Liquid. And VP, after winning the pistol round and the anti-force buy, they haven't found a single T-sided round yet. They really haven't looked like they've sort of clicked with the rifles as of yet. And in a 4-on-2, it's even more unlikely it will happen in this round. Kicker and Sanji with the impossible to try and achieve to break down Liquid in a 4-on-2 situation. Utility still available for the CT side on both Naf and Elige, so every opportunity for Liquid to get 13 here.
The thing is, Virtus.pro haven't really had a clean round at all. You think to the pistol round, it came down to 1v1 on the B-bomb site. The second round, the anti-eco or force-up, it came down to 3 players being really low on HP, technically all of them to be picked off by a scout. So they haven't really had that clean round that they're looking for. That dominating round, I guess, is the best way to talk about it here. And Liquid have always been dealing damage when they needed to. And Twist, I mean, this is a scary sight. The SG, back of sight. They don't have really much utility to clear him. They do have the one smoke, but then what smoke are you going to throw it? Towards CT, but then you're susceptible towards connector and jungle. And now Elige is here to back him up. He spots out the first, the smoke goes down, and Sanji's just trying to push to get the plant. It's not going to work out for them, and Liquid put themselves now up to 13.
And they put themselves in a great position to get 14 as well. The economy just not there again for Virtus.pro, and they've never really set themselves, as you said, on the T side of things, struggling to really get any momentum, and you can see it paying off in spades for Liquid. They have got everything they need. Buy is full to the extreme. Stewie with the AWP in hand. 5 smokes, 5 Molotovs, 6 flashes. They really have every single bit of utility they could possibly buy. And for Virtus.pro, it's 4 Deagles, a CZ, and 1 flashbang that's already been used as they try and go quickly towards the B-bomb site.
Oh, that Molotov and the grenade combo just stops them right in their tracks. And Sanji, well, he's just going to go back to spawn, collect his money for the loss bonus, and look into the next round. And yeah, it just seems like Liquid just seemed to have them read at every step of the page. Though I don't think pages have steps. Anyways, but looking at Virtus.pro, like, I'm trying to think, like, what can they maybe do a little bit differently, and I'm not really sure. Like, maybe a set execute towards A, then play for after plant, because it seems like Liquid want to give them the A site, not want to, but would give them the A site with how passive they've been holding with like Twist super far back towards Ticket. They're actually holding a little bit more aggressively here, and I mean, they know against pistols, so why not?
Yeah, it feels like Liquid have just found that extra gear, right? And this always was going to be Liquid's game to lose. It got very, very close in Vertigo, and now they're fed up. They want it to be over, so they are just finding that extra level. I say that as Kickert finds a quick 1 to take out Twists, and that's actually the Krieg lost as well for the CT side. So 4-on-4, there's perhaps an opportunity for Virtus.pro to claw their way back into this one, but it is going to be the 4-on-2 take. Stewie up on top of the ticket and Elige under dark.
Comes down to Stewie pretty much, right? Elige is going to be left to his own island unless he has support from his teammates. You do have Naf going to be holding towards CT, looking in towards Motorhole to potentially rotate to help out, but they've gotten control of jungle here. Elige is finally going to spot them out. He needs to hit his shots. He's able to get the first and able to get the second as well, and Stewie's there to back him up, at least with some presence. Buster jumps down from Palace and actually gets the 1 kill, but eventually they'll all be cleaned up, and Liquid now up to 14, only losing 2 players in that round.
And the pressure really on for Virtus.pro. There can be no more mistakes. 2 more rounds are all that stand between Liquid and a 2-0 in their opening game of IEM Katowice. Virtus.pro will know that. They'll know the pressure is on, and they'll know what that lower bracket is starting to look like as well. So they are going to be aware that any mistakes are going to put them in a lot of trouble for this event. By looking good across the board, 3 Kriegs and a couple of AK-47s, but they've not been able to untangle this Liquid defense so far, and you wonder if they're going to be able to do it in this one. Jame, without his favored AWP, trying to play passive in towards mid, but Elige is just taking liberties so aggressive. Although he does have to back off as the fast play towards A comes in. Twist able to find the opening pick onto Adren, and Stewie, he's found himself half a gap in that smoke. He's thinking about exploiting it. Nobody going to pressure so far as the push starts to come through. The backstab from Jame, good for 1 before the smoke blooms. Still a 4-on-4, and Nitro looking to stop him in his tracks. Can't quite do so. Jame gets the second, and the trade's finally starting to favor Virtus.pro on this A-bomb site.
Well, they go for the execute towards A, even with Adren rushing things a little bit too early there before the smokes do plume, and they do get control of the site, but they've actually backed off here. Even though it's a 3-on-2, they're hoping for Jane to potentially flank around towards the B-star. Maybe they'll rotate back in this direction. Or they're just waiting for him to maybe get in towards Kitchen because they have so much time to work with. 55 seconds left to go. There's no need to rush this through. And as every second ticks by, the worry in Liquid's mind has to start to mount up of where are they actually going.
You can see the doubt starting to creep in, can't you? Naf very passive in towards CT. Elige has got to go and get the information, clearing towards that B-bomb site as James starts to think about this flank. And this is going to be all about the timing as well. James, does he expect Naf to be so passive? Naf clears the left-hand side, but can't quite hit the shot. Jane goes down to 13 HP, but Elige is going to be left requiring a 1v3. At least there is no smoke to keep him out of the initial peaks, and he's got a Krieg in his hands to try and make it happen. Jane very low on HP. There are opportunities here for Elige, but as that Molotov gives away his position and the flashes start to fly in, it's going to be all but impossible, surely. Elige slowly creeping his way out, trying to clear the angles. First up, it's Sanji in towards Tetris. Oh, he's not quite going to find the shot. Sanji will clear him out. It will be 14-9. And VP, they're not quite done with this game yet.
Well, what worries me is the fact that Liquid have so much money to spend that Virtus.pro, it took them how many rounds to finally win a gun round? And they have to do it now consistently for almost the rest of the entire match here to be able to even pull it into a potential victory or even potentially an overtime. And again, it came down to the execute towards A. I really wonder how much more one-sided that could have been if Adren didn't push a little bit too early. But I actually respect the play out of him because you see the smokes being thrown over, right? You're not going to expect someone to just rush you down. So he actually went for a very smart play. It just didn't really work out in his favor, unfortunately. And now we're seeing Virtus.pro start to cause a distraction towards B. They do have a bomb there as well. And Stewie and Jane going to trade. Muster gets another. So man advantage back to Virtus.pro, and this is something we saw them have so much success with when it came to Vertigo, was these early man advantages and converting them into rounds.
They managed to wipe out the mid presence in the process as well, so information very limited for Liquid, who have actually fully bailed out of that B-bomb site. They've got 2 players in towards A, 1 in the window in the form of Nitro, so they are gamble stacking, to say the least, at this point. And at the moment, Virtus.pro are walking right into it. Naf holding from CT, Scope trained on towards that A ramp, and he is going to be tested now. 3 players going to make their way out of Palace as well. They have the Molotovs to clear Twist out of this angle if they choose to deploy them, so it's going to be very difficult for Liquid to get anything going. And this is all about the timing now. Naf actually just backs off the angle at the worst possible time, leaving Twist all on his own. Naf finds the first, though, up onto Palace, and that's buying time. Twist not cleared yet, grabs himself the second. That's the bomb down, up on the ladder, can only find damage. And there's only 50 HP between the two remaining players for Virtus.pro as Nitro and Naf look to hold strong. Nitro finds another headshot onto Jame, and it's all onto Kicker. He wants to get aggressive, he wants to be proactive. He's found the first, and on 6 HP, Naf not quite able to find the trade. Smoke goes down, and he's looking to get this bomb planted.
I think he spotted him as well. You can see he's trained on his angle. Naf trying to come through the smoke, trying to get in towards Sandwich, looking for this final kill. Kiker's not going to expect this one. He's going to go for the plant now, and Naf's going to get around the corner in time, and Naf hits the shot as well. Kiker not expecting to push those smokes, and Naf, with the great play, pulls off a 15th round here for Team Liquid.
They needed something special to get them there, but now Liquid have 6 opportunities to finish the job. The buy not going to be great for them. They really don't have a whole bunch of cash, but they should be able to string something together as Virtus.pro sacrificing rifles across the board. Buster down to a Galil, a UMP for Sanji to try and get Jame onto his fabled AWP. And let's see what he could do with it coming into this round. Virtus.pro, they've found themselves picks consistently, but they haven't been converting them into rounds. They need to start doing so now. There can be no more mistakes.
Here we go, Jame going back with the AWP. Does have some support out of Kiker, but he's looking to push in dry here onto the site without being spotted out. Nade comes in, he gets the tag onto Twist. Trying to get the follow-up, and Twist does escape just barely. So some decent damage done for Virtus.pro. They haven't been able to convert any of this into frags, and you can look at, you know, Naf and Nitro over towards the B side. They have the potential to potentially push out to get the early information of where this is going to be going.
The angle's good for Nitro as well. He's going to have a decent amount of knowledge about where Virtus.pro are looking to go with this round as they actually completely back off of this B-bomb site hold. That's going to give so much information to Liquid as soon as they smoke fades, and Naf and Nitro can get the call. Elige in towards the sandwich as the push starts to make its way towards this A-bomb site. Relatively little presence for Liquid at the moment, although Stewie is starting to rotate in on that AWP to lock things out. And can they hold firm one more time? The push starts to come through. Kicker straight out. Traded 1-for-1 by Stewie. Elige's position not cleared at all. He's got the first. Trade is still available, but Stewie still up and kicking, still trying to cause havoc from CT, taking the wallbang shots and staying alive somehow, some way. 3-on-3 now. And Naf, he could be key here. Sanji with the bomb on his back really can't afford to get too aggressive on the clearance of Jame. Oh, he has no idea. The flank's good. Naf finds the second, and it's all onto Adren. The IGL needing a 1v3. He's had a rough series, and it's not going to happen. Liquid take the win, 16-9, and they win their first matchup of IEM Katowice 2-0.
Now they're going to move on further into the tournament to play against the winner of Mad Lions and Evil Geniuses. But we'll be back after a short break to break down that match and get you ready for match number 2.